I wouldn't get too excited. No one ever watches my things. It's just just for me, really. I like to watch them before I run the next session so I can remember where the hell we were. Anyway, okay, so this all begins in Baldur's Gate and the Forgotten Realms. You're a newly formed adventuring group. Do you all want to start knowing each other, or do you want to be start off not knowing each other?
Actually, haven't thought of that.
I figured since at least I'm a half elf and one of you were an elf, I might as well know that guy at least. Alvin.
I'm an elf, a half elf as well.
So, most of us are, well, almost.
Well, I'm a dwarf and Mac is a human, I think.
No, I'm a half elf.
I'm an elf, a wood elf to be exact, and I could have guided anyone through the woods towards Baldur's Gate if they want to.
You're all just really tall people.
As a dwarven raised half elf from the mountain home, I probably know of Xenex's clan.
Dwarven raised half elf?
Yeah, what?
That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
I'm sure you hit your head a lot during the walking around in Dwarven caves.
Yes, my dwarven name was Headbonker.
Excellent. So I guess you could introduce yourselves if you wish. We know who you all are.
Okay, I'll go first. My name is Xanax. I'm a dwarf, and I live in the Temple of Thor in Baldur's Gate. Basically, my character's backstory is when he was a small child, he went with his parents into the city. They're hill dwarves from around the area, and they were mobbed and murdered in the street. And when he was found by a cleric of Thor who took him into the church and raised him.
Cool.
And that's basically where he's been living since.
You good? Xanax, that was?
Yeah.
Excellent. So who's next?
Alwyn Ravenmantle actually comes from the High Forest, far north of Baldur's Gate. He's been acting as a messenger of the Lady of the Wood, and he's now just north of Baldur's Gate. I don't really know why he came to Baldur's Gate, but apparently he just lives in the woods a lot. I often act as a scout and a guide whenever I can find work and defend civilization from monsters.
Excellent.
Alright, I can take Mac then. He's a half-elf fathered. He was born in on the edge of a very uncivilized city quite far north of here. And was made fun of because there was very few other species than humans in that city. So he grew his hair wild and grew his beard after a while, and to try to hide his more elven features, and otherwise stayed out of the city. Until one day he, while drunk, mind you, kind of burned down the house of someone that called him a pointy ear. So he left and is currently looking for his elven father who left him in the city there. So yeah.
Excellent. So
And
Xander.
I am Xander. I am a bard who plays the bagpipes. As far as other people know, I claim my history is that I'm from a mountain home and also a follower of Thor.
Very good. He's very popular then. That's cool.
Oh yes, he's the most popular god in the mountain homes. Everybody's like, go Thor, for my vast experience with dwarves.
Excellent. All right. You've all got a common benefactor, someone you all know, which sort of further links you together. And this is a character called Sindre. I'll just share an image of her. Sindre Sylvain. She is a human, a Tetherian human. She's a you'll know her as being a very accomplished mage, extremely accomplished. She's been on many adventures as a member of the Harpers, and she's also a very goodly, benevolent sort. She's helped out a lot of people and has got many contacts. She is it can be known to you perhaps from previously help that she's given you, or maybe your family, and you'll know of her, and you'll be going to Baldur's Gate to meet her. She is known for tutoring and taking under her wing, if you like, new adventuring groups in the region, and looking out for them. So she is a good contact for you to have.
Okay.
Our adventuring band should have a name sometime.
Definitely, you've got a lot of axes in there at the moment. You'll have to think of a name for you. Alright, so I need a... Let's have a look what sort of check this would be. I need a skill check to see what you might know of Baldur's Gate, because I think you're all not really from here, are you? But you're...
No,
Of
my
course,
character grew up in here.
I'm from the mountain homes.
Aye, so, and yes, if okay, well, if you got one of you that grew up here, I'll just give you this knowledge. Okay, so Baldur's Gate is a city which is, in a sense, cut in two halves. Here's the image of it. You've got the lower city where the lower and middle classes live, and that's where sort of most of the work, your common day-to-day happenings occur in Baldur's Gate. It is, however, split into the upper city, and there's a big wall that separates it, and in the centre of the wall there's a large gate, which is the Baldur's Gate, which is where the city gets its name from. And in the upper city is the aristocracy, the nobility. This is not just based on money, it's on finance, how wealthy you are. It's a hereditary thing, and the upper classes there look down upon the lower commoners of Baldur's Gate. There is some sort of tension there between them. There's also an outer city which has sort of grown up along the road, where various people, there's no restrictions on building, so people on the outskirts who can't afford to live within the walled area have just built their own settlement. And there's a little Kalimshan. There's lots of refugees from Kalimshan who've turned up and made a small area which they've walled off, Kalimshan, and there's quite a large sort of sprawling shantytown outer city onto Baldur's Gate also.
Ah yes, the sights and smells of the city life, especially the smells.
Yes, it's well, particularly in the outskirts as you're making your way in, it's all the really smelly industry is out there, all your tanners and things like that. But it's a busy city, Baldur's Gate, with very busy docks and things. It's it's about 50 miles from the sea, so it's sort of well protected, and you can get the river here is deep enough to get ships up to it. So it's a busy port.
Do we have to meet in a tavern somewhere?
Yes, you'll have arranged to meet in the Angel's Repose Tavern in Baldur's Gate.
I'll try to arrive early and perform for the crowd of the tavern
Okay.
with my trusty bagpipes, which I need to name.
You'll all arrive early. You arrive there before your benefactor does. So yeah, go ahead and get the whole bagpipes out and see if you can entertain the masses.
You'll have to sing a song.
I'm like a rock star with the bagpipes.
Yeah, that's
Swinging them
pretty
around.
awesome. Okay,
Your
you'll
first song should be "Please Don't Kill Us, Dungeon Master." It's very popular in these parts.
I'm sure it is, yes. Alright, so you perform very well. You'll get a group of people will sort of form around you. There'll be other people watching. There'll be even the ones who aren't looking at you will be sort of tapping their feet along with the rhythm there of your bagpipes.
Panties being thrown at you.
Okay, and as I see the other members of the group come over, I just like finish the performance and say, let's see, "Thank you, Baldur's Gate. I am Zender Running Hedgehog. Goodbye."
Running hedgehog.
Yeah, I have a list of names, basically animal plus something. So I'll roll and every time. I'm a spy. They cannot know my real name.
Okay.
In either case, they're all really impressed with your performance, and there'll be a cheer as you end it. Eventually, Syndra will arrive. She's looking pale. Her eyes are a little bloodshot, and she looks a little unsteady on her feet as she weaves her way through the crowd of people towards your table. And she will take a seat. Mac, Xander, Xanax, Alwyn, it's good to see you. And she'll cough a little.
What happened to you? You're looking wet as a shit.
Let me buy you a drink. Looks like you need one.
Her corner of her lips will twist up into a smile. Yes, a brandy. That would be nice. I'm sure it'll help shake off this fever.
Bit under the weather, milady.
Barkeep, the best brandy you have in the house. And then I go to him and whisper, the cheapest brandy you have in the house.
Alright, okay. He'll make a show of it. He'll say, okay, the best brandy coming up, sir. And then he'll reach down beneath the beneath the bar and pour you a stiff glass of brandy there. I do not know what ails me. However, I have some friends looking into it and have cast some enchantments on me. I'm sure it will clear up soon. Anyway, I asked you here for another matter. As you know, I have a history of watching out for young adventurers and assisting them in finding their feet. There is one, however, who may have strayed from the path that I sent them upon. I have done some scrying on an old apprentice of mine. His name is Taraxian.
Truxian. And I wave my fist.
Who's that?
Sadly, he's a human, one who wanted to study magical arts. I I tried to keep him on the path of goodness and away from the course of evil and dark magics. However, I'm afraid he always had a liking for the darker side of things. I fear now he has fallen further from grace and is causing trouble to a small village to the southeast of here, on the edge of the Wood of Sharp Teeth. There have been reports there of banditry, people being slain, kidnappings, and the like. And I fear, although my scrying wasn't clear, I have a suspicion that Taraxian has had a hand in this. I wonder if you would be so kind as to look into the matter for me, if possible. Bring him back to me alive if it is he who is causing this. Of course, I know that may not be possible, and if you do need to defend yourself, then so be it.
What
Of course, we'll
village?
do what we can.
For the right price.
Of course, I'll be happy to reimburse you for the cost this will cause you. 50 gold pieces per head, perhaps?
Oh, you should have said so earlier. Of course we'll help you.
Of course, I always
Kind
look
of give
after-
him an eye.
Thor always says, help those who help themselves.
And
Who
I
help
always...
others.
Sorry,
What
go ahead.
village do you? Go ahead.
The village is a small village. They survive just mostly on subsistence farming from the wood itself and the area. The village is called Svor. This, by the way, is not a part of the Tomb of Annihilation as such. I'm just going to do a small prelude with you, which will get you together before you head off to Chult proper. This will just enable us to sort of
Can
get
I
used
roll
to it.
anything to see if I know anything about the village?
You can indeed. Let's see, what's the best skill for that? Is there an area?
Xander is kind of stupid, so whatever it will be, it won't be a good roll. Maybe history?
Yeah, you could do history. It's kind of an area knowledge. Yeah, okay, history. Let's try that.
Would you look at that? He knows something.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, well done.
Yes, the village of Svor, in the back of the Forest of Teeth, near the molars.
You'll know it is a population of about 70 souls live in the village of Svor. Mostly humans. Maybe an odd elf or dwarf also lives there. It's ruled over by a magistrate called Magistrate Ballinguire.
The Crown Tooth.
You'll note it's an extremely poor village. They just make enough to survive as farmers themselves. They do trade some foodstuffs with sort of nearby villages and with Baldur's Gate for things that they can't make themselves. But mostly they just survive on what the food they grow themselves, food they make.
Place is basically a shanty town. What could the Raxian possibly want over there?
Well, out of the way places are the best place to conduct experiments on people.
You think he's fallen that far?
It could be had got an interest in the dark arts and enjoyed power a little too much. I tried to steer him from this course, but it is not always possible. She will cough again and sort of lean over and sort of drink, and you'll see her shiver just slightly, beads of sweat forming on her forehead.
That's the good brandy.
She smiles. I'm sure it will kick in soon.
You look really sick. Did you try to go to the church to seek some aid?
Yes, I have some friends looking into the matter. Do not trouble yourselves with it at the moment. I'm sure I will be fine. And she gives a weak smile towards you.
Okay then.
Well, if you have no further questions, I've heard that there have been abductions and banditry in the area of the village. If you would like to check it out for me, I'll be most grateful.
On the road entertainment. Gonna look forward to it.
We better get packing then.
She'll nod and say, "Now, if you don't mind, I would like to return to my bed. I'll if you could look me up when you return. Good luck."
Thanks, Sylvan. We'll see you soon. Keep the 50 gold warm.
It'll be waiting for you. Do not worry.
I don't have many ties here. I'm probably ready to go at a moment's notice, but I don't know about you guys.
Just too bad. She's gonna owe us is money. I prefer people owe, you know, yeah. What's the English word for it? Sorry, I just forgot. the English
Favors.
word. Favors, yeah, favors. Prefer favors.
Well,
A good bard is always ready to go on the road.
she says, "Well, I will always be willing to give you favors if I'm able."
See, people like favors better than money. Money you don't have that much of.
You all have heard many stories about Syndra. She's really very powerful and is known to be able to cast the sort of highest, most difficult spells that there are to cast.
So she can probably summon gold anyway. Alright, off then. To the city.
Okay,
Alright.
do you all have all the equipment that you need? You can get pretty much anything you want in Baldur's Gate. And if it isn't on your sheet, you ain't got it. So
Alright, I was just about to begin filling out those small items now.
I'm good with what I have in my backpack.
it's fine.
Yeah, me too.
I'm ready to go as well.
Okay, so you will head off in the direction of the village. I've put a little arrow on the map to kind of say where it is. If you'd like to make me we'll need whoever's going to lead, I guess, needs to do a survival roll for me to try and pick out the most accurate route and make sure you don't get lost.
I can do that.
We have a ranger.
I can
Oh.
help and
Oh,
let
you
him make
help.
it with advantage.
Yeah. I think you just need 10 or more to
I
succeed.
suck.
Or not.
In either case, it's not a difficult route, the one that you are taking here. You set out from Baldur's Gate and you manage to find your way pretty well, guided by map, moon and stars, and you will eventually be able to see along the horizon the jagged horizon of the forest up ahead.
I'll give commentary on the whole way. Like on your left, you see a couple of elm trees. On your right, there is a nice glowing hill.
I'll make notes of it for my next song.
And everyone make me perception checks, please.
I'm trying to find a song about teeth.
Oh my god.
Wow, 2 failures. 2 ones. Ha.
Okay, those of you that have failed, sadly, you are going to be surprised by this.
On your right, you see a couple of goblins. I mean, what goblins? Right, goblins!
Is it goblins?
It's always
is indeed.
goblins.
It's always goblins.
It was either that or a basement with rats.
I kind of give a shriek and step back a bit.
Okay,
We're surrounded!
surrounded
You can see
indeed.
the goblins. You can see the goblins coming nearer and nearer. They obviously ambush travelers like ourselves.
Alright, so the... Oh, you actually need a 15 to see them here. So Mac's fine, but the rest of you will be surprised, sadly. Which basically means you missed the first round of action here.
Lady Gaga is a song about teeth.
And I think you'll all need to, on the front of your character sheets, if you could roll an initiative for me. Okay, excellent. So
Of course.
there's only Mac, sadly, who will get to go the first. So, okay, a goblin
I
from the
kind of
back.
spend the first round just frantically trying to load my crossbow.
Goblin at the back fires a short bow towards poor Zanak. Ouch.
I'm hit!
There's a goblin here. Will likewise take a shot with a short bow.
We're all gonna die.
TPK and in the
Oh my
first fight.
You guys really need to learn to dodge.
Start re-rolling a character.
I'm
I
not
do
built
hope
for
not.
dodging.
A shot fires in at Xander, but he ducks.
See? Dodge!
Take a shot at Mac here, and he misses.
Of course it does.
Alright, Mac, last but not least, you're the only one that can act this round, so off you go.
Let's see. There's no special stuff to do anyway, I think. So just run. Oh, wait a minute. How does throw weapon work there? Do we have weapons thrown?
There's, I believe, if you're proficient with it, you can just throw it. Let me just have a look at your character sheet. Yeah, so you've got the little icons. If you look at your actions tab, there's a line which is for thrown hand axe, which is got the little bloke with the javelin.
Yeah, I was just wondering if drawing the weapon, taking it up. Did we wield the weapons now?
Drawing is part of your action.
Yeah, drawing's free unless you never have to worry about it, or changing weapons. That's all simplified.
Oh, that's
Nice.
nice. So I'm just gonna charge up to the one of them and hit them.
Okay, you should be able to just drag and drop on him, or target him, whatever you prefer. You see Mac rush off to the southeast, crash through the bushes, and
And miss him? God damn it.
What's that sound?
It's the whisper sound. I might take that one off, actually. I'm not much for it. Um, so,
Did we have
Yeah,
to do
sorry, I
something
don't
to...
want to spam the chat for everybody, so I just asked people randomly.
yeah.
Okay, so basically I pull out my bagpipes, no pun intended. I turn to Alwyn and I play him the song of my people.
Your people, the
That's a bonus
dwarves.
section. Yes, the dwarf Lady Gaga. Boo, it doesn't let me do copy paste.
Copy pasting what?
The song
The
of his
lyrics.
people. You'll just have to sing it.
Yeah, hold on a second. This is what I do, so Alwyn gets an 1d6 extra.
Attack or damage?
Oh, very good. So your bardic inspiration, it's an extra d4?
An extra d6. Over the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
And does that affect everybody else in the group, including yourself?
No, just one person, but I can do it 3 times because of my charisma modifier before I need to rest.
Awesome. And who gets this then?
Alwyn. He enjoys my bagpipes.
Okay, that's
The-
nasty.
Yeah, I sound exactly like that. Actually, you have a button called inspiration next to your name that you can click and then you have the inspiration thing.
That's a bit different,
It
I
might
think.
be that.
Bardic
Okay.
Inspiration is your spell. Inspiration is just for good role playing and it lets you roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it. So that was my bonus action. And as for my action, I can heal. You don't have a lot of HP, right? So
What's bonus action?
it's something I do as a bonus.
Everyone gets on the turn. You've got a movement, which you can break up your movement, so you can move, attack, move again. You've got your normal action, and then you've got a bonus action. But you usually need something special to activate the bonus action. So in this case, it could be a spell which you cast as a bonus action. So it's like an additional thing. There's also reactions you can get as well, which means you react on someone. It's like an interrupt, basically.
I'll
Okay.
cast Cure Wounds on Elwyn.
Yay.
And that is my turn.
Oh, thanks, Xander.
You.
Okay, feeling Xander's power course through me, I steady my hands, I knock an arrow, and I let fly towards the goblin.
Okay, now I think you have to say whether you're using the bardic inspiration beforehand.
Yes, I'll use it.
So you'll have an extra d6 on this. So yeah, you can roll and then roll a d6 after, I guess.
Is the order according to the initiative as usual, or is it something else?
The
yeah,
initiative got reset when the turn changed.
I probably don't need it, I guess so.
don't. So that's certainly a hit.
Okay, every
Well
time
done.
I'm guessing it playing the sound should play the sound, I get up.
Actually, according to Bardic, I'm sorry I interrupted. According to Bardic Inspiration, Elwin can choose whether he wants to use the extra die or not after rolling.
Oh, excellent. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, excellent.
That sound playing, and is there something else I need to play sound here?
Oh, is it not working?
I get up, open this in, look for an app in the store every time it's supposed to play, I suppose.
Oh, I don't know why I do that. You might be able to shut the module on your side.
It's a Fantasy Ground Sounds module, isn't it?
Yeah, you might, because it's only me who needs to run the module, really, not you. So if you shut it, that might it might be confusing it with you having it open. Not sure.
Let's try that.
All right, this goblin here will take a shot with his short bow. Hits Alwyn. Oh, it's a bad hit on Alwyn. Sorry, Alwyn.
There's now 2 arrows sticking out of my chest.
The other goblin draws out his scimitar and lunges towards Mac and hits. Oh dear, my dice today.
What was that dropped 16 thing?
He's rolling with disadvantage for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, anyway. Oh, he's dead. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, that's why I high-fived Elwin, because we killed the goblin.
Sorry.
I thought I heard him yawn.
Yeah, you did. Sorry, yeah, he's unconscious, he's down, and yeah, you can have your 4 points back if you want to put 4 points back on yourself there, Mac. Sorry about that.
My turn?
Yeah, Xanax, you're up.
Okay, so I take aim at Goblin number 3. With my crossbow.
Sure.
I guess I missed. Yeah, it says that. Okay, next. Where is the pass turn button? I don't see that.
Can you use a healing word on Elwin?
I don't think so. It's a spell and all you use to attack.
Okay.
Short bow at Xanax, which misses.
I have taught you well the ways of dodge.
He shoots at Xander. Sorry, Xander.
You have taken my dodge away.
Oh, Mac, blast. Poor Xander's looking ill.
Yeah, I'm down to 1 HP.
It's gonna be a short tour.
Yeah, you're really squishy at first level. It's kind of why I wanted to do. Okay, rid of it. Mac the killer.
Yeah, die, Goblin.
Why do I have a gold star on my portrait?
Okay, I just gave everybody inspiration. Oh, I'll get back to it. Yeah. That means that you can spend that inspiration to give yourself advantage on pretty much any roll. I think any roll that you make. I don't think you can do it on damage, but like to hit if you want, and you'll roll 2 dice and pick the highest on that.
Cool.
Okay, if you end the turn. Okay, Xander goes first this time.
Okay, so I guess I'll do another bardic influence on Elwin. See the bodies hit the floor, see the bodies hit the floor, see the bodies hit the floor.
Nice.
Now I can heal myself, or I can attack someone.
Oh, sorry, who got the Bardic Inspiration that time? I'll put it on him.
Elwyn again.
Oh, he's already got it, I think.
Oh right, he already has one, so I can. It probably doesn't stack. So I'll give it to Xanax. Fine. You better heal me.
I don't know, now I have a better chance to hit someone.
Okay, so I'll refrain from vicious mockery and heal myself. Even though I came up with some really good trash talk on goblins.
I can heal you.
It's fine.
Alright, Goblin 2 will take a shot at you lot of them. Fires at Xanax. Oh, sorry, Xanax, I bet you.
He's the meat shield, so he's supposed to get it.
Ugh.
You're
I
up.
think I need to heal myself now.
You have Inspiration if you need it. And Bardic Inspiration too.
That's not gonna help me with a heal, with a spell, right?
Don't think so, sorry.
No, but it will help you if you have a saving throw if you're dying.
Yeah.
We'll wait on that.
The heck is a D100?
Just me trying out something.
Okay.
They also call it a Zocchihedron. It actually exists a D100.
You're supposed to roll the dice on your character, so it will.
Yeah, I missed that. I'll just edit it manually if it's okay.
You can roll it again if you want.
Okay.
You can just pull it, also.
You can target yourself or drag and drop on yourself. Drop it on your token, it should. There you go, yeah. That's better.
Yep.
Alright.
And I guess that's my turn.
I'm gonna keep hitting that guy.
Finish him off. You could use Inspiration on it if you want. And get an advantage on it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so if you uncheck your advantage on your sheet and then click the ADV button down by the modifiers on the bottom left, it should give you advantage on this roll. Well, you would have missed with a 5. Oh, well done, he's
Yes,
down.
I would.
You could still move actually if you wanted.
Good point, good point.
Okay, I turn around in a flash and I let fly another arrow. Poof, Goblin 2.
Do you want to use advantage on it or Bardic Inspiration or?
I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration if I don't hit. Um, hmm.
Not sure even my rhymes can help you, buddy.
Yeah, that's gonna suck a bit. Okay, I'll be done then.
I'll be the corner.
I'll see myself out. You guys take care of this.
Another arrow comes in at you. Misses though.
Phew.
Next round, Xander first. Mac's not last for once.
Okay. I'll go for goblin number 2. What smells worse than a dead goblin? A live goblin!
Was that a taunt?
Vicious mockery.
Well, we are new at this, so
It's pretty vicious, so
So it needs to do a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 damage and have disadvantage for the next attack roll.
okay. Just have a look at your character. I think you can set it up so it triggers it.
My attack is sadly empty.
Yeah, if you you know on your actions tab, if you there you
I
go.
think I did it.
Thank you. So he's failed. So what happens to him?
He takes damage and he is at a disadvantage.
Okay, there's the psychic damage, and he's at disadvantage. Okay, cool.
And that is my turn. I can do cantrips, right? It's the first spellcaster I played in a very long time.
Yeah, you can do
Cantrips are at will.
at will free.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, good.
How do I use that bardic inspiration thing?
Before or after your roll, you can add 1d6.
Just manually?
Yep. So yeah, just roll it, and then yeah, you'll just roll another die if you want. I suppose it's lucky if you just miss something or whatever. So you've got another d6.
Remember, you also have the advantage, and number 2 has a disadvantage. I'm not sure if they stack or not.
They don't. They do cancel each other out though. So if you get an advantage and a disadvantage, you know equal.
What are those? Sorry, advantage and disadvantage.
Um,
It's like combat advantage in 4A.
No, it's but when you have advantage, you roll 2 dice and pick the higher. If you're at disadvantage, you roll 2 dice and pick the lower, and they cancel each other out. The conditions do. So and also,
But I just have advantage, no?
you at the moment don't have advantage unless you want to spend an inspiration. If you spend your
Okay, never mind
inspiration,
then. Okay, I am again at goblin number 2.
that's a hit.
ooh, nice one.
Nice.
Well done.
They like yawn when they go down.
I'm not sure about the yawn. Yeah. Fell
I'm
over.
bored with this. I'm gonna die.
D&D is PG. They don't die. They go to sleep.
Okay, if you can move or end your turn or whatever.
That's that.
Okay, Mac, one left for you.
Oh, you killed the guy I was running towards. Alright.
Sadly, you've got no inspiration left, but good luck. Oh, it's a hit, just.
Oh, I hit a pretty uninspired attack roll. Yay! Booyah!
I'm not sure about that death sound. I'm going to change it, but okay, he's dead. Lovely. You smite on all the baddies around. Well done.
I give a
And
little silent prayer to Thor.
yeah, you did well. It started off a bit bad when they had the drop on you, but you rallied round and killed them all, dispatched them all pretty easy after that. And I've just noticed it's 4 o'clock. That's flown by today. Oh, it's 5 we finish, isn't it? Do we finish at 4 or 5?
No, I usually have another hour.
You
Okay.
start at 4 and end at 6 usually, but
I thought that flew by. Okay, so if you want to make me perception rolls, you may.
We will.
Whoa, nat 20 from Matt there. And Alwyn's good at it all the same. You can see tracks leading off from these goblins into the woods off to the north.
So, shall we go after some goblins, or should we go to the village?
Do I roll survival to find out? I'm proficient in woods. I'm supposed to be able to tell how many there are.
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure. Is that a survival roll?
I was going to do survival for you to actually track them, to follow the tracks. Let's have a look. I think, well, you'll know that there's 4 of them. They're the tracks of these 4 goblins.
I wonder if they have a camp nearby here and we can find some loot, or even worse, remains.
I don't know, guys. Sounds a bit dangerous.
You had me at loot.
And we made a promise to Sindra.
Well, I already got us lost and then ambushed, so we might as well give this a go.
Well, the way she looked, she's probably already dead, so...
Don't say that.
Anyway, I can only see 4 pair of tracks here, so there may not be any more anyway.
She's with Thor now. I say
God.
there's no harm in going over and checking out the loot. I mean goblins.
God, I'm bleeding all over myself here.
I wish I had something to help heal you.
Yeah, I know, I'll just plug
Walk
the
it off.
holes with more arrows.
Well, you can take a short rest or a long rest if you want. I think a short rest's like an hour, and I think a long rest's sort of like a night's sleep. If you do, you can spend one of your healing dice. So on the main tab of your character, you've got a hit die at the bottom. There's like 1 hit die, and you can roll that on a short rest, and you get that amount of hits back. So you can take an hour if you want, have a break.
I don't personally need the healing, but I think Alvin does.
I could use a little bit of rest right now.
All right,
Can I
then.
use a medicine skill to try and maybe boost his healing?
I don't think the medicine skill actually gives you any hit points back. Let me just check the description of it.
No, it should just help stabilizing a dying character.
Oh yeah.
As far as I know anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh well, sorry, but I tried.
Just plug the holes with more arrows.
Just
Just
remember,
rub
if
some
we
dirt
take-
in it.
when we take a short rest, you lose the bardic influence because it only lasts 10 minutes. And I can do it 1 more time before we need the long rest.
Well, there are only 4 pair of tracks here, so if we sneak up, perhaps we might not get in a fight anymore.
That I can do. I'm very stealthy because I'm from the Dwarven Mountain Hall.
What mountain?
Top secret?
Dwarf Head Mountain.
Sounds legit.
Kind of scratch my chin trying to remember where I've heard that from.
So Alwyn, or anyone who's injured, if you want, you can click your healing dice on the bottom of the main tab of your character, and it will. There we go. All right, so an hour rest, and you're feeling fine. Wow, D12s for Mac, yeah. Good grief. And Xanax as well, you can roll that if you wish.
I only have 2 wounds, so I think I'll save it.
I think though, I think some classes allow you to spend them in combat. I think the fighter ones do, but mostly it'll be the only chance you'll have for using it. I think that recovery dice, so I think you may as well. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I think Yeah, I think because you can only use the recovery while you're taking a short rest, so I don't know. Okay.
My spell slots don't refresh on a short rest?
No, afraid not. It's just like you're taking a quick breather. You can make your recovery die, and I think that's about it. You need a long rest to recover all the spell slots.
Okay, I'll write down some more insults.
Alright. So, did you decide you were following the tracks?
Yeah, let's find some loot.
Alright, if you'd like to make me a survival roll to follow the tracks, please.
I'll let the ranger ride at -1. I don't think I'll be any good at it.
Yeah, you'll help by not doing anything.
Exactly.
Okay, you help by not getting involved, and you'll follow the tracks for a couple of hours, leading sort of through the undergrowth, and eventually you'll come to the edge of a lake, a rather large lake, and it's sort of set with little hills around it. The tracks lead up to a small rowing boat, probably big enough to fit about 4 or 6 goblins in.
You want me to stealth over there? I'm very good at stealth from being from the mountain home and all.
Well, if you want to make me a perception roll as well while you're here, actually.
Elwyn, what do your elf eyes show you?
A red sun rises. Blood has been spilled tonight.
Alwyn, you look across the lake and you can see just on the far side there's a sort of cliff face which drops into the lake. You can see there's a little dark area there of a cave entrance on the other side.
I think we just found their lair. It's right across the lake. We can take the boat and go.
Xanax gulps.
Are there any more boats nearby that cave?
You can't see any, no. It's just a
This is the only boat, so there may not be anyone left. Can be sure.
I say let's go for it, and at the entrance to the cave we'll sniff out any goblins that are there, because they are smelly.
All right, I'll start dragging the boat in the water. There are paddles, right?
there are, yes.
All right, you guys, get in the boat. We'll get this over with.
I'll do the bard thing and try to seduce the boat, in case it's a mimic.
There's not a rage effect somewhere. Pre-made rage effect, is there?
Yep, should be. If you click on your little man icon at the top right, little man button, and then do a search under rage.
Man,
Oh, there's lots of different ones. I think it's probably just rage, is it?
where?
At the top right of your screen there's some little buttons and there's one with a little man on it, and it opens up the effects window.
Oh, right there.
In there, if you do a search and just type in rage, it brings up all the codes you need for rage. We can probably get them set up as actions on your character so you can just apply them to yourself.
Yeah, I didn't find any rage. The effects thing, what do you mean?
I'm seeing Aura of Courage, Rage Mindless, Rage Totem Spirit, Bear, Eagle, Wolf.
Am I missing a module maybe?
Okay. Oh, have you? There's a module called 5e effects.
Fire
Oh,
effect,
there's
right.
Relentless Rage, that's probably the one you need.
Oh no, is it advantage strength, advantage saves, damage +2?
Right. It wasn't there, but yeah. So found it.
It's okay, I'm just putting it on your character for you.
Service.
Alright, so on your character sheet now, Mac, under powers, you should have, if you open the little magnifying glass up, you should have the effect there, Rage, so when you click that it should apply to yourself.
Nice. 0 rounds.
Hey, there you go.
If I want to remove the effect,
You should be able to, oh, 1 second. I'll just set it up for you. Alright, you know, on the combat tracker, if you click the icon that's got like a little head on it, it should give you the ability to remove it. There's like a little red, yeah, there you go.
yeah.
You should be able to modify your own effect. You should be able to drop any effect on yourselves as well, I think, so you can sort yourselves out. Alright, so you eventually reach the edge of the cave. It's dark and echoey within, and have you got any light sources? I think we've all got dark vision.
We all
actually.
have dark vision.
Yeah, alright, so you don't need light.
And apparently I have a sniffing location.
Sniffing location, that's pretty good.
Sniffing.
Yeah, I smelled the goblins and rolled the natural 20, so I have like echolocation from the dolphins only with my nose.
Yeah.
And I have a light cantrip as well.
Do goblins have dark vision, I wonder?
Probably, basically everyone but humans do.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you're currently now in the boat on the map, which I should have shared with you, hopefully, and you enter this dark cave. There's a smell of sort of horrible sweat type smell, kind of a bit wet doggy sort of smell. The water in here is kind of a bit stagnant and smelly. There's a greenish tinge to it. Doesn't look very pleasant in here.
Do you guys want me to scout ahead? Or shall
We're
we?
in a boat. Unless you want to swim ahead.
When we leave the boat.
Just behind me. You'll be safe.
Okay, so you can move yourselves on the map if you like, wherever you want. Although technically at the moment you're in the boat, so you'll all be together. But if someone wants to lead or whatever, I'll reveal the map as you go.
Okay, I shall leave the boat and stand here.
Is that walkable? Isn't that water?
Yeah, that's water.
Let's
So-
stay in the water until we find somewhere to land.
So it's still swimmable, it's not walkable.
Alright, if you want, you get out. The water's a bit smelly, but you get out. It's quite cold this time of year. It's between about 1 and 5 feet deep. So, Xander, you're okay. It'll probably come up to like your waist and chest area.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah,
Arrow.
Xanax will just be a bunch of bubbles moving along.
I'll just row very, very slowly and quietly until we reach the shore, then hop out the front and drag the boat onto land a bit so it can't move away.
Okay, at the moment, there's not really any shore. There's just, it's like an underground cave system.
Tie the boat to Xanax.
Is
Dwarves
there,
are stouty.
is there
I'm
anything
not
like
in the water.
Is there anything like a pole or something that is obviously used to tie the boat to?
Not here now, but it does look like to the south, like the cave twists around there, so it might
We
be.
just need to row down the stream.
Ah, okay. Just we can just keep following it with the boat.
Yeah, that was the point of it, unless I'm missing something.
Okay.
Like row down here.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you keep going to that. You just need to go around the corner, and I'll reveal the rest of it. I'll assume the others of you are with Xanax in the boat.
I just left him in the back.
Yeah, we'll just row very slowly and quietly to make as little sound as possible.
Alright, do you want to make me stealth rolls just to see how quietly you're all being?
I'm full of chainmail, so probably not very much.
You're in the boat. You're not moving the chainmail.
Still,
You rolled a 20 and a 9.
I'm not sure what happened actually.
That's a roll with disadvantage. It's because of your armor. I don't think you're proficient with it. So you roll all dexterity and strength checks with disadvantage.
No, I'm proficient because of my domain. It gives me heavy armor proficiency.
Make sure it says so on your
Yeah, it's not on your character sheet.
character sheet then. On your skills tab, next to the dex, whiz, int and stuff, there's a little armor icon next to that field. All those skills are made with disadvantage if you don't have proficiency in your armor.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
where
always,
does it count my?
I've fixed it.
No, I just think it has a general disadvantage to stealth. The chainmail.
On your main tab where it says AC, there's a looking glass. If you click that, you can check the little proficient star.
It is checked.
Oh, it's got stealth disadvantage checked.
Next to it is stealth disadvantage, yeah.
I wonder if that's just a trait of the chainmail. 1 second.
I'm pretty sure it's
Makes
just a
sense,
trait of
I
the
mean.
chainmail.
Chainmail does make a lot of noise.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's just disadvantage if you're wearing it. I'm afraid. It's just.
So we're all staying in the boat. I just got all my clothes wet for nothing.
I'm sorry, I'll help you back in the boat.
That's the
Ah, yeah.
disadvantage of wearing clothes, you know?
Yeah, some armor just gives you disadvantage on stealth just like that.
Yeah, seems like it.
I'll double check that after the session whether proficiency gets rid of it. But I noticed it just on the description for chainmail it says disadvantage on stealth. So.
Yeah, it has built-in in the description, so I'm pretty sure it's just noisy.
Okay, so as you round the corner here, the cavern opens up, and with your dark vision, your dark sight, you can see further into the cave system.
What is this place? We're gonna get lost.
It's a goblin cave.
I, for one, feel right at home because I grew up in the mountain home.
All right, let's move forward.
Stealth rolls again.
No, you're fine. I'll keep that. I won't keep asking for. Okay, as you move to the edge there, you can see further down south. It appears, looking south, that there is a small landing area, a small area of shore. Just there.
Looks like candy houses.
Oh yeah, you can't actually see them, but never mind.
Huge piles of treasure.
Gleaming away.
Okay, keep rowing down, I guess.
Yeah, just let's go very quietly and slowly.
Okay, let's do a another stealth then.
Stealth?
Yeah, if you would. Oops,
So
got a
what
bit
does
carried
it?
away rolling those.
Uh,
Okay, so as you get closer, you spot a goblin who's it looks like he should be on guard duty, but he's busy at the moment picking his nose. He's got his finger right up there and really rooting around.
Really getting the last bit out of there.
That's it.
maybe Alvin can snipe him?
Yeah, I can help. I have the perfect song.
Snipe, snipe, snipe the goblin?
Are
Do
there
you
any
want?
more boats on that landing?
There aren't actually, oddly. It appears like that was you have the only boat that's here.
Do you want to try
I hope
and
they're going to
snipe
be
him?
thankful when we return the boat for them.
I can try and snipe him, but be warned, I suck at every roll that matters.
Yeah, if you miss, basically we're stuck in a boat.
Do you have
Well,
advantage?
I
Yeah,
can use
plus-
my advantage.
You still have that?
No, it ran out. It's 10 minutes. I can make a new one if I have
No,
one more.
that's
to do.
your bardic inspiration. That's the 1d6. I mean the advantage from my regular inspiration. The little star on your character.
Ah, okay.
If everyone's
That-
okay with it.
Of
Go
course.
ahead.
We don't know if there are any others in there, so maybe even if you drop him, it will alert others.
Well, we have the only boat, so we can just row away, come back in a month, and they'll all be starved to death, so...
Yeah, plus, if he's on guard duty, you can assume he's somewhere within shouting distance, but not seeing distance.
I speak Goblin if you want. I have no idea if
Me-
that's gonna come in handy, but...
Oh,
Me
can you
too,
tell
but
me?
we're
Can you teach me
probably...
what to say,
Yeah,
like
sorry.
phonetically, and I'll do deception.
Okay, I'll teach you how to say... you have a beautiful smile in Goblin.
Why?
I
Okay.
have no idea. It's the first thing they teach you in Elven College.
I'll roll deception with a disadvantage because I don't speak the language, so I'll just like broke and goblinish.
That's actually pretty good.
Just grab my amulet and give a silent prayer to Thor.
So, sorry, what exactly is the plan here? You're telling the goblin he has a lovely smile.
Do we have any idea what we're doing?
We are pretending to be goblin ladies, so he'll be smitten with us and let us dock.
Guys,
What the
we
fuck?
brought Goblin hookers. Worst plan ever.
Unless you have a wig and some green face paint.
I actually do.
Maybe just tell him, call him from the barracks or something like that.
I actually do have that. It's one of my skills.
What wigs?
We dress you up like a goblin, put you in front of us, and then approach. And if they sniff anything out, I'll shoot them with my longbow.
I basically put makeup on, and it's like a special magical makeup that makes people believe me on all rolls.
Friends.
All right.
Okay, let's
all
try
about
it. I put on
makeup.
some, I put on some green face paint and a blonde wig, and I just jump into the water and go over there.
Xanax is just muttering to himself, "We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die."
All right. So the friends gives you advantage on charisma checks. So you're going to you're trying
I can
to bluff them.
influence. Yeah, basically I can do advantage on all charisma checks.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So you move forward.
I can use a cantrip of guidance to give him an extra D4 to an ability check.
It's not an ability. Oh yeah, it's basically what advantage is like +5 or something, no, right?
Yeah, +4 or 5, but it's 2 dice drop 1, so you can still have the plus bonus to it as well. You'll get a bonus on both dice, basically.
Okay, so I'm going there, and I don't speak goblins, so I'll just speak common like, "Hey, big boy, I have a few friends over. Mind if I call them over and pull the boat?"
Okay, so that's I presume it's going to be your deception versus its wisdom or intelligence.
Yeah, sure, I'll roll deception.
I'll go wisdom, and you should hopefully get the advantage on that. Did someone give you a bonus?
Poor roll. No, just the friends thing gives me an advantage.
Is that what
Why
they...
dropped 4?
Because I have an advantage, I roll 2 dice. Basically, I pick and it picks the higher one. I
Yeah.
rolled low.
So you rolled a 4 and an 8, and he's picked the 8. So the goblin's got a check here against 13.
What the?
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Guys, I'm a real bard. I seduced an enemy.
I'm not sure how long this is realistically going to happen, but I think it's enough to bemuse the goblin for a bit. So he's like, he's not very bright, and he's looking at you, sort of puzzled. I think it'll only last so long though. So yeah, what do you want to
Stabbing
do?
him in the neck.
He's like,
Surprise
I'm like,
action,
just look over there, and I point him in the other direction, so he won't see the other guys moving in the boat.
Okay, yeah. So the other guys can move a bit closer, and then if you want, you can have a surprise round on him, I guess. So this will work.
I told you, I warned you in advance. My skill set is very random.
That's cool. No, I like it. Okay, so you basically start sort of blathering the goblin who he's been on his own for a while, and he's he's totally fooled by this rather hot-looking goblin coming out of the water. The rest of you managed to sneak up, and I'll give you a surprise round on him. So he doesn't act. Alwyn, you're up.
Do we have to kill him? I mean,
When he sees through it, he's going to be hostile. So
It's a
alas,
goblin,
yeah.
so yes.
I really thought we could have a deep and meaningful friendship.
I think you can choose things to be non-lethal just by saying it is on the death blow. So you can just choose to knock things out.
Let's have a look here.
That's how I look.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Well, that didn't take very long.
Nice one.
Did anyone hear us?
I can't believe that worked.
I was
Master
feeling
of
generous.
disguise.
Are there
Okay.
any tracks here?
Peeking around the corner here, you can see that they are actually tables in that room. And, oh, hold on a minute. Well, depends how you want to do it. There are some goblins in this room. They look like they're playing games around a table. There's 3 of them. I'm going to give them a... they get a... Well, it'll be opposed by your stealth, I guess. Make me stealth roll and I'll do an opposed check for whether they can see you. Whether they're surprised. A passive
So roll
perception's
strength,
9.
stealth?
Yeah, you just need
Yeah,
9 or
well,
more.
Xanax is probably gonna.
Man, I only roll good when it doesn't count.
So they will be alerted by Mac, sadly.
Well, I am noisy when I'm hungry.
Guys, tie the bow to the dead goblin. We need an anchor.
Goblin 3. He leaps to his feet then and takes a shot with a short bow. Xanax, and he popped his head round, he misses, and he scurries back. I'll win.
Oh wow, me again. Okay. I'll yell in goblin, surrender or die, and then I'll let an arrow. Character sheet. Alas, I miss.
I move over here. I can reach him, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can move 4 spaces.
Sure, yeah, 5 foot each square, so.
Okay, so I move over here. I'll do a vicious mockery on goblin number 1. I'll say to him, and I thought elderberries smelled bad.
Eh.
He fails his save. So he
So
takes the
he
damage.
has 3 damage and
He's unconscious. Oh, he only had 2 hit points. Weird. Oh, I'd
Really?
randomise the hit points. Oh.
okay.
It kills him. Well done.
Let
Vicious
himself die.
mockery it is.
He was a particularly weak goblin.
Yeah. Okay. And should I use bardic inspiration? Yeah, let's use bardic inspiration. I'll do row your boat, and I'll give it to Mac because I didn't give him one yet.
What did you give me?
Bardic inspiration.
Yay! That does what?
You have an extra 1d6 that you can roll before or after an action.
And that does.
You can add the 1d6 to your roll.
Nice.
So if you miss by a little, you can enhance.
Enhance! Enhance!
I'm still wearing green body paint.
And a
And
wig.
the wig.
Yeah, so the insults hurt even more because they think I'm an attractive female goblin.
The
Looks like they're
rejection
running
already.
away.
The rejection
he's running
already
away.
killed one.
I'm gonna run over to him. But first, rage. Ah! Attack opportunity here. I'm gonna run all over to the Goblin 2 there.
Alright. So you're getting advantage anyway on this. That's awesome.
Yeah, you should roll an attack of opportunity from Goblin 3.
Oh, isn't it only when you leave his... I think you can move around him?
I intend to leave. I intend to run over to Goblin 2, so I have run past Goblin 3.
Okay, yeah, he will have a swipe at you then. Actually, I think because he's got his short bow out, he probably can't. Oh,
That's still an armed attack, I suppose? Or, I don't know.
I think it's a punch.
punch. Yeah, you get away with it today. You run past.
And I'm here. I'm use dash, by the way, as my action, so I managed to just about run over here. So if he wanna run further, he gonna get attack opportunity on him.
I see you're blocking up that corridor. Good idea. They're all leaving you behind, Xanax.
Crossbow.
So
Xander
what
up
do you
again.
think about my insult?
You're the reason baby gnomes cry.
I think
What,
that's
where?
what I'll shout.
Oh. I think it skips the goblin turns.
No, it's fine, I think.
No, it's not in the order you see. The initiative is hidden.
Oh, okay.
Boo! He got over it. I guess I'll move over to the tables to see if they have any cash over there.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
That's my flaw. When faced the choice between money and my friends, I will usually choose the money.
Very good. I'd give you inspiration for that kind of thing. Role playing something that's to your disadvantage, what you just do for role playing things, I'll definitely give inspiration for, but you've already got one, sadly. There is treasure here, you'll notice.
Getting rewarded for ditching us.
How much treasure?
Lots of bits and pieces around. Are you spending your turn looking, are you?
I used my standard action, so I'm not sure I have another one. I
Oh,
moved and I attacked.
that's fine. In which case, yeah, you can find this. I'll just put the treasure parcel onto the party sheet.
That will be my turn.
Okay, so in the party sheet you'll find all the things that you've been able to find there. Xander, there's a couple of rough pieces of quartz, 14 head lice, 6 alive, 8 dead and stuck to a piece of cheese. You find a broken quill, a rat tail, gambling dice, 1 loaded, a thimble, and a rare travelling flat cap.
Everything is unidentified for us.
Ooh,
Oh.
identification
Yeah.
is back.
I'll take it off.
Dibs on the cheese.
There you go. Hopefully you can see them now. There's 8
Yeah.
gold and 60 silver pieces.
Can I roll a skill, or does it count as an action?
Sorry, what's this for?
Sleight of hand to pocket one of the gems.
It's an opposed roll against the other player's perception.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Although I could argue that I'll give them the perception at disadvantage as they are all busy fighting.
Yes,
Okay,
and
so-
there were fighting.
So I'll pocket one of the gems.
Okay,
And
make,
not help people.
okay, make a stealth roll,
Probably cursed anyway.
and then everyone needs to equal or better that with perception at disadvantage.
How do I choose disadvantage on a roll?
It's by the modifiers on the bottom left. There's an ADV and DIS button. If you click the DIS button,
Got it.
Well, I rolled badly anyway. I forgot to press disadvantage.
well, so I suppose if we roll 1 and it failed, it's still a fail, yeah. So Xander,
Hooray!
yeah, you pocket it and no one notices.
So there's only one gem. Rough piece of quartz. Sorry guys, it's my flaw.
So I'll move one of them onto you, actually, 1 second. Oh,
Being a D&D character is awesome. You can just blame everything on the flaw.
It's written right there on my sheet, guys. What do you want me to do?
I'm a thiefy bard!
I think you might be able to drag it from the party sheet. Not sure. Have a look, see if you can. Ah, there you go. I've yeah. So you've got one
Guys,
of the.
there's a bit of odd and ends over here and a single gem.
All right.
Just one?
Yeah, I know, it's weird. You would expect 2 of them.
Now, goblins are sneaky, and their special bonus action means that they can disengage for free. So this guy does that. He takes a jab at Mac with his scimitar, ducks underneath your grasp, your reach, and scurries off.
Don't let him ward the others.
Disappears round the corner. He's screaming like that.
I didn't get to hit them?
Goblins get disengaged as a free bonus action thing. So no, sorry.
Well, now you're just making me angry here.
Can I hear what it says? I speak goblin.
Okay, it's saying help, help, Longshanks, help,
Anything about a hot goblin chick?
help.
He's calling
Longshanks,
reinforcements, guys.
hot goblin chick coming our way.
All right,
There's
I'll
gonna be more that's coming. We need to run.
take a shot at Goblin 2 or 3. Character sheet, character sheet.
Racist.
Kaboom!
Nice.
Right between the eyes.
And off to sleep he goes.
Guys, we can prop them up and pretend to be goblins.
We can skin them and wear them as kind of like Hannibal masks.
That will probably take
Goblin
too long.
masks.
We can just behead them and put their heads on our heads.
I like
Put
the
one
idea
of the
about
heads-
beheading them.
Put one of the heads on a stick and make it peek around the corner.
What is wrong with you people?
Is the encounter done already? I'm gonna run after that thing.
We are the X-persons.
That was the X from last time. So yeah, you can still hear the other one. He sounds like he's just round that corner.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll use my action to run a bit more. So 5, 10, 20, 30, 35 up to here. And then the next one goes.
Alright, reveal stuff. I'm just running after him.
Revealing stuff.
Oh, I'm inside the rock now.
This looks like a really big map.
I suppose I stopped there by the goblin, and I still have movement enough. I am action enough to kick his ass.
It is a big map, but it's not. There's not actually that many encounters in it, so it's not a long map, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you can kick his ass. You run up to him and you see him. He's just sort of trying to run off there. You can give him a whack. Good shot.
Did it do advantage automatic or?
That was without advantage.
Yeah, looks like that. Alright, so I have to do it manually. Alright.
Advance. Oh, you've got an advantage on strength checks, not attack. Is that right?
Oh, maybe I understood that. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage. Alright.
So you've got two bonus damage should go on. Oh, that yawn's getting on my nerves now. I'm going to get rid of the yawn, but never mind. Okay, you take out the last one. Alright, it goes kind of quiet, but from down the south of you, you can hear goblin voices echoing down there.
I'm gonna
what was
scream
that?
out. I'm gonna scream out. Ah, is there any other goblins around? That's just to draw
Where?
them attention to me.
Please don't kill us. We've got little children. My wife and I, our anniversary just came up.
And you're 1 day away from retirement.
Oh, you're definitely dead then, yeah.
This was gonna be our last job.
I'm neutral. I don't care.
Well, we
So-
dropped out of rounds now, so
Shall we set up an ambush or... first of all, let's divide the loot.
The ambush
Especially
is coming to
that
us.
one gem.
You can keep the head lice.
Let's get rid of the stinky cheese and the rat's tail, a broken quill. Oh my god, this is horrible.
so you want to get rid of the lice.
Yes, the alive and the dead ones.
The
And
bro-
the rat tail.
Okay, anything else you want to get rid of?
I think I'll take the dice, and that's it.
Sorry, who wants the dice there?
Xander! I'll put them to good use, especially the loaded one.
Okay, Xander has assigned that. Does anybody want the thimble, the flat cap, the quill?
What's a flat cap?
It's just a hat, I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's one of those. It's a cap but flat.
It's like very
Descriptive.
old-fashioned 1920s hat.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I googled it.
And then the other bit of quartz, who wants that?
Xanax is not interested in anything.
Why? It's a special stone. You're a dwarf. You're supposed to like them. Shiny rock.
He's more into beers. He was never raised with dwarves.
Well, you can take the thimble and act like it's like a drinking mug for you.
I'm not a gnome.
That was a short joke.
So nobody wants any of the other stuff?
I'll take
Nah.
the gem.
I'll take the flat cap. What the hell?
Okay, so sorry, who's having the jam?
Xander. And it's the first gem I'm having.
And the flat cap's going to Alwyn, is that right?
Yes.
You know, growing up at the mountain home, I grew to appreciate the beauty of gems.
And I've deleted the thimble and the broken quill then. Okay. And, oh, and you need exp.
Need what?
Experience?
Didn't we just get it?
No, that was for the last fight.
Yeah, the last fight, I forgot to
Oh.
give it you.
So yes, all the XP, please.
Alright.
So anyone wants to play a game of dice? Just random question.
No, thank you.
With one, yeah, loaded die, yeah. Alright, well, I guess we're on just coming up to 5 o'clock there, so we'll might as well leave it here for today before you go into another encounter. And it shouldn't take very much longer to complete this. It's just like a starting prelude to get us used to everything. And so next week, expect to move you all over into the jungles of Chult, and we'll start Tomb of Annihilation proper.
Groovy.
Alright, cool.
So see
You
each other in
should-
2 weeks then.
You guys should really roll the background stuff randomly. It was very fun.
Yeah, I like doing that, I agree.
I had a specific idea, so I only rolled